Time now is 5:40. The Central Coast is getting some national recognition for its efforts to conserve. CBS Evening News highlighted Santa Cruz, where those who use too much water are sent to a school to learn better habits. Not making this up. They also showcased how much the city has reduced their water usage. Wow, it's great when you can see the Central Coast being an example for others out there. I know in Santa Cruz, they're all about conserving water.
Really embracing here on the Central Coast. I mean, a lot of people understand the situation that we're in, and we can hope for rain all we want, but at the end of the day, if we're not getting what we need, then we have to take action.
Or we have to go to school, apparently, to learn how to do that.
That too, and then we can ask Mother Nature for a little help, and sometimes she answers.
Maybe she'll be answering this coming Tuesday.
The 7-day forecast, it looks pretty promising.
The most expensive fight in pay-per-view history is actually happening on my birthday, which is May 2nd, and I have to say I feel honored. I'm talking about the Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao fight. According to the Wall Street Journal, it will cost $99 for a high-definition feed and $89 for standard def. That's nearly $25 more than the station's highest-priced event in history. The Mayweather-Pacquiao battle is expected to bring in over $300 million in revenue for pay-per-view alone. Time right now is 5:51, so get up and get ready for work. And now we're going to take a look at some of your pictures around the Central Coast. We're going to swing it over to Ryan Smithies in the Weather Center. And Ryan, first up, we're going to talk about Pacific Grove and how windy it's been over there.
Yeah, it's been pretty cool and breezy out.
Now we're going to get to our top story this morning. Making the world safer, that's what President Obama says a deal on Iran's nuclear program would do. Back on the Central Coast in Salinas, the man convicted for his role in a deadly 2011 shooting was sentenced to more than 32 years in prison, but prosecutors say he was not the person who pulled the trigger. Let's go to Salinas. Investigators say Ivan Haro is a gang member and pointed a gun at 24-year-old Jorge Medina during a party. But another person shot and killed Medina. That shooter is still on the loose. Honoring a dedicated San Jose police officer. Yesterday, hundreds of people and several law enforcement agencies from across the state said goodbye to Officer Michael Johnson. A procession led a black hearse carrying Johnson's body to the SAP Center. Several law enforcement and state leaders were there, including Attorney General Kamala Harris. During the funeral, an officer said he believed Johnson was looking down at them and asked everyone to give him a standing ovation. We spoke to a Watsonville officer who worked with Officer Johnson several years ago. He says he remembers the moment he found out about Johnson's death.
I got the text that there was an officer down and he had been fatally shot and killed. And then after knowing who it was, it hits a lot closer to home.